Look at the man who walks into a room and is instantly forgotten. It is not because he is invisible, it is because he is leaking. His posture screams insecurity, his eyes broadcast fear. His words are a desperate plea for validation. The world can smell that hunger. And the world has no respect for the hungry. Most of you are bartering your dignity for a few copper coins of attention. You are performing for people who don't care about you. You are a leaf in a hurricane. Today, that ends. If you want to walk with the weight of a mountain, you must seal the breaches in your citadel. You must transform your calm into a weapon. I am going to give you 6 tactical habits. These are not self-help tips. They are rites of passage for the sovereign soul. Apply them and you stop being a question mark. You become a statement. Before we engage, mark your presence. This is not a place for tourists. Subscribe and join the assembly of the unyielding. Signal below that you are ready to burn the version of yourself that begs for approval. Let the weak stay behind. We move forward. Habit 1. Frame dominance. Posture. Your body is a broadcast signal. Most men walk like they are carrying a yoke of invisible sorrows. Slumped shoulders, downward gaze, frantic movements. This is a white flag. You are surrendering before the battle even begins. Stoicism dictates that you are the commander of your own frame. Your spine is not just bone, it is a column of marble. Stand like you are the axis upon which your world turns. Shoulders back, chest open. You are not hiding your heart because you do not fear the strike. Practice the rite of stillness. 10 minutes a day, stand. Do not move. Let your breath sink into your gut. Feel the earth. You are teaching your nervous system a cold truth. I am safe. I do not need to perform. I do not need to fidget to survive. When you enter a room, do not look for a seat. Look for the layout. Walk with the gravity of a man who knows his worth is not up for debate. This is the first magnet of power. The world is drawn to that which cannot be shaken. Habit 2. Verbal economy. Silence. Words are a limited resource. If you spend them on every whim, you are spiritually bankrupt. Most men talk because they are terrified of the void. They explain, they justify, they gossip. They are trying to fill the air because they can't handle the weight of silence. From this moment on, treat your speech like gold. Before you open your mouth, pass your words through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it useful? If it fails, let it die in your throat. Silence is not empty, it is heavy. A man who can sit in a room and offer 0 noise is a man who possesses himself. When you speak, speak with intent. No ums, no likes, no fillers. Let there be valleys of silence between your thoughts. Force the world to wait for you and stop the treason of self-mockery. You think it's humble to joke about your failures. It's not. It's a self-inflicted wound. You are programming your brain for defeat. Speak of your potential with the cold respect it deserves. Habit 3. Stress inoculation. Discomfort. Your comfort is a slow poison. A life of ease is a cage with silk walls. You don't feel the bars, but you are still a prisoner. Strength is only built against resistance. If you always choose the path of least effort, You will shatter at the first sign of a real storm. You must seek the thorns. Voluntary discomfort is the tactical training of the will. Take the cold shower. Run the mile when your legs scream for rest. Sit in the silence when your brain craves the dopamine hit of a screen. You do this because your will is a muscle. Every time you keep a promise to yourself that involves pain, you add a layer to your armor. Self-respect is a scent that people can detect. It tells them, this man does not negotiate with his own laziness. When you train yourself for the small trials, you become unshakable in the big ones. You become a danger to your excuses. Pause. Look at your life. Where have you been soft? Where have you betrayed your own code? I want you to name one trial you will face this week in the comments. Not for me, for you. Strike the like button as a seal of your resolve. Let's see who is still standing. Habit 4. Strategic focus. Attention. Your attention is your most valuable asset. And right now, you are being robbed. The world is a master thief, designed to fragment your mind into 1,000 pieces. A man with a scattered mind is a man who is already conquered. He is a king with no kingdom. You must guard the gates. If you start your day by consuming the chaos of other social media, news, manufactured outrage, you are surrendering your sovereignty. You are carrying their noise in your eyes. Instead, master the art of the singular objective. When you work, work. When you eat, eat. When you talk to someone, let the rest of the world die. This is power. A man who can hold his focus while everything else is burning is a man who leads. People crave to be truly seen. Your undivided attention is a gift. It is also a demonstration of absolute control. Habit 5. The weapon system. Vitality. You are a mind, but you are housed in a machine. If the machine is weak, the mind will fail under pressure. You can talk about Stoicism all day, but if your body is frail, your philosophy will crumble the moment your heart rate hits 140. You don't fall to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your training. Kindle the vital flame. Train your limbs for utility, not vanity. Learn to breathe while under a load. When you train, you are learning your relationship with pain. Most people quit when it gets hot because they think discomfort is danger. You must learn that discomfort is growth. A disciplined body is the herald of a disciplined mind. Your posture will sharpen, your gaze will stabilize. You will stop looking like a victim and start looking like a predator of goals. Sleep with the discipline of a soldier. Eat like a man with a mission. You are building a temple, not a landfill. Habit 6. The Unbreakable Code. Virtue. Everything I have said is useless if you don't have a code. You can have the posture of a king and the silence of a grave, but if your heart is hollow, you are just a statue. Strength without integrity is just tyranny. Presence without virtue is just a cheap trick. You must act correctly when no one is watching. Virtue is the quiet knowledge that you have done the right thing, even when it cost you. Keep your promises, even to the people who can't do anything for you. Speak the truth, even if it burns. This creates an inner clarity. Most men carry a secret shame. They've betrayed themselves so many times they can't look in the mirror. They seek approval because they hate their own company. But the man of virtue stands on a foundation of iron. He is at peace with himself. And that peace is the ultimate charisma. It is the aura of a man who cannot be bought, cannot be shamed, and cannot be broken. This path is narrow, the air is thin. That is why it works. A man without laws is a ruin. A man with laws is a king. Stop trying to be attractive. Stop trying to be liked. Become sovereign. For the next 7 days, live as if you are already the man you want to be. Tend to your temple, control your speech, seek the thorns, guard your focus, kindle the flame, stand by your code. If you fail on day 3, good. It means you've identified the enemy within. Don't hate that part of you. Train it. Bring it back to the path. This is not about becoming someone else. It is about stripping away the noise, the weakness, and the lies until only you remain. Next time you walk into a room, don't ask if they like you. Ask if you are standing true. When you are in alignment, attention doesn't just find you. It obeys you. Walk now, not as a beggar, but as a sovereign in the kingdom of your own soul. Let your silence roar. The gates of the citadel are open for those who have the iron in their blood. If this mission resonated with you, share it with a brother who is lost in the noise. Subscribe to this order. We don't offer entertainment. We offer the truth for the few who can handle it. Go forth in strength. Your life is your greatest sermon.